What's up, guys? Welcome to another market forecast. Let's start with the news. Okay, so on this week, we're gonna have a lot of high impact news and a lot of high impact news that we should be aware of. This by itself makes me a little bit uninterested in trading this week. Okay, except if it's after this news release, which is okay-ish. But anyways, let's go to the news. So on Monday, we're not gonna have any news that we should be aware of while we are trading New York Cool Zone. But on Tuesday, we're gonna have CPI, USD CPI, which is a type of news that I would only trade after it. But then I wouldn't trade after this CPI release because on Wednesday we're also having FOMC and PPI news release. Okay, so on Thursday, we're also going to have a lot of high impact news, but none of those PPI, CPI, FOMC, or NFP. But anyways, we should be aware of those two. Okay, a lot of high impact news as you guys can see. And on Friday, we're also going to have a lot of high impact news. Anyways, but no, not the news that we should be very careful with. Okay, this is the type of news that we should only start trading like 10 minutes before and then come back a little bit after the volatility has calmed down, right? Um, so if I'm trading this week, I'm only going to be trading after Wednesday FOMC news release, right? So on Monday, today, I'm probably not going to be trading, only tape reading or maybe doing something else, right? Recording videos, anyways, I don't know. On Tuesday, CPI, so no trading before CPI, but no trading after it too, because we're gonna have FOMC on Wednesday, and maybe trading after FOMC on Wednesday. Okay, but you're gonna see that the news are telling me to don't trade. All right, the news calendar for this week, and the charts are kind of telling me the same thing. So this combo is. Anyways, you guys are gonna see as I walk you through the forecast. Okay, let's start with the XY. This is the first factor that makes me, the next factor that makes me uninterested in trading this week, which is we reached this bullish order block on the weekly time frame right here. Okay, we did a nice reaction up, but then we reached this bearish fair value gap on the weekly too. Okay, right here on the previous week. And now we're kind of neutral. Okay, we don't know if it will test the low again. We don't know if it will pierce through and continue its bullishness and then kind of ignore a little bit the bearish level gap. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, it's neutral. I can't tell. I can tell right now what may happen. Okay, this is a very neutral scenario only by the weekly time frame. But let's go to the daily time frame so you guys can see. So on the daily time frame, we have a bearish order block right here. So in terms of neutrality, it's pretty much the same thing. All right, we reached this bearish order block once, twice, and we're probably gonna go for a third time after reaching this bullish order block and showing you very good sign of bullishness. But then we have pretty much the same situation we have on the weekly time frame. Okay, so I'd like to see a candle closure above this spiritual order block, or maybe closing a very obvious candle to the downside of it. But I wouldn't sell DXY if that was the case. Okay, on a 12-hour, pretty much the same thing, and on the 4-hour, if you pay attention, My dog's here. Bella. No, no. Um, and on the 4 hour, if you pay attention, we have a fair gap right here too, which price reacted after reacting to this bearish order block and then closed below. All right. And I would like to see price closing above this bearish fair value gap. Okay, which didn't happen. So we had a lot of tries to move up uh, into this fair value gap and actually pierce through this fair value gap, but then it didn't happen. All right. So we had ones, two, a lot of times we tried to close up 3 times. Okay, maybe we're gonna close right now after respecting this bullish order block, but then we had the bearish fair value gap, so not that interesting. Okay. Anyways, I think the forecast on the DXY can stop by the 4 hour because you guys can already understand what is happening in the marketplace and why is that not that interesting to us. Okay. Of course, in the 1 hour we have a bullish order block. The price may be respecting and reacting up. Okay, which is good. Let's go to Euro USD. Right. On Euro USD, we have pretty much the same thing. We just respected this. Uh, so the other flow is the following. So we swept this low on the weekly time frame, and then we went up until this inverted fair value gap. Okay, we did a nice reaction down to this inverted fair value gap, but then we reached a bullish weekly fair value gap. Plus, we just reached a bullish order block. Okay, so it's neutral in my opinion. I don't have a clear bias because of that. Okay, on the daily time frame, let's see, pretty much the same thing. All right, bullish order block plus fair value gap and prices inside of it. We don't know if it's going down. We don't know if it's going up. Okay, very neutral bias, very unclear bias. 12 hour, same thing. On the 4 hour, price is inside a bearish order block right now, and we don't know what's gonna happen. So, anyways, I think I'm just gonna stop the forecast by here because it's a lot of neutrality for me to be saying what's gonna happen next. Because as you guys know, as I mentioned on the how to backtest properly, we have to have clear bias, okay, for us to both live trade it or back test, okay? And we don't have that. We don't have the overall higher time frame narrative. It's not clear, okay? It's only clear that it's neutral, and that's the only thing that you guys should have in mind, okay? And by being neutral, uh, because it's neutral, because it's the last month of the year and it's getting closer to holidays, and because of this news calendar that we have on this week, all of those factors makes me very uninterested in trading. Okay, but if I trade, I will trade after FOMC news release on Wednesday. Okay. Anyways, so I think regarding the market forecast, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you liked the video, like it down below. If you like the channel, consider subscribing to it. I see that a lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, so please do subscribe because it's a very rich content that I deliver to you guys. So I want to see if you guys like it or not, and those are the parameters I use for it. Okay. Anyways, so trade safe, have fun. Don't trade today, don't trade tomorrow, don't trade on Wednesday before FOMC news release. Consider everything that I told you guys regarding the neutrality in the marketplace. And that's it. Trade safe. Bye.